I'm not going to talk about technology and access to technology. I'm going to talk about trust, because one of the idea that Paul has that you can set up a business with little or no marginal cost, that's quite right. But people will only buy from your business if they have some level of trust that if they give you your credit card number, it's not going to disappear into the void and end up paying for, you know, someone's trip to the casino. And I think that it's a really interesting thing to explore the relationship between trust and regulation and what business want, because there's this constant tension, isn't there, between people who are saying, if only you get rid of red tape, if only you get rid of regulation, the economy will grow quickly, there'll be millions of more jobs, everyone will be happy. And on the other hand, what we saw during the global financial crisis, which was the destruction of trust as organisations, banks that were thought too large to fail, did fail, requiring hundreds of billions of dollars of taxpayers' money to bail them out. And then the minute that crisis was averted, the same pressure again. Oh, there's too much regulation. If only government and get off our back would create millions of more jobs. So one of the things that I think you need to challenge yourself with as global young leaders is, what is this balance between an environment where we can trust one another as countries and as individuals and as businesses to get what we pay for, to enter into relationships that are mutually beneficial between countries, between businesses, between individuals, and whether it is indeed that regulation is the dead hand of government destroying jobs and growth, or whether it is in fact the underpinning that allows growth. Because if you have good quality, not a lot, but good quality regulation, you can work in a trusting environment, you can establish trust, you can trade with one another, you can work with people that you never see in person but only have contact with online. And so what's the appropriate level of regulation? How much of that is domestic? How much of it's international? How much do countries need to cooperate to have a baseline for those relationships? I think that, in 10 years' time, 20 years' time, those questions of how we can operate in a largely electronic environment, as Paul's described, what kind of regulation you'll need to do that, will be really important to jobs growth.